Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your girl, Britt Johnson. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel for another episode. Do not forget to like this video, click subscribe, and join the Noti Gang so you know when I post a video. Also, make sure you follow me on all social media at I am Britt Johnson. This video is actually sponsored by Bovada. Now, I have been winning some big bucks on Bovada. No, not trying to brag or anything, but I have. So I want to help you guys do the same, and I'm going to get you guys started off. I have a special bonus code for you guys. They'll actually match your initial deposit up to $250. Please do this. Deposit with Bitcoin. It's a really good deal. Best deal they have out right now. Make sure you check it out. I'll have the description code the code in my descriptions below. Got it? Cool. Very simple. I just get so excited to give you guys some free money. So yes, make sure you guys check that out in my description box below for my code. It is BRIT250BV. Again, that'll be in the description box below. So usually I do videos on my predictions for the week. It is Thursday. There's Thursday night football tonight, but I'm not doing that this week. And I will tell you why I'm not doing that this week. I did terrible last week. Woo, I did bad. Like, oh my gosh, there were so many upsets last week. Like, technically, I mean, my picks are usually on. If you are like talking about some picks that are done, by stats and whatever, I got a full scholarship to college based off my math skills, okay? I don't remember any of them. But back then, I was really smart on math, so I do a little bit of that when I'm looking at offenses, going up against defenses and stuff, and I'm really critical about my selections with my picks. But last week, all of that went out of the door, and it was just a chance of luck, because the last couple weeks prior to that, you guys know, I have been killing it on my predictions every week. I lose maybe 2 to 3 games max, but I've been doing great. Last week, I think I lost 70% of the games. It was really bad. So I'm going to take a break on doing my predictions this week. I won't put you guys or myself through that. But I did want to talk about something that could affect, a team and possibly another team in the league, and that's J.J. Watt. So J.J. Watt, we all know and love J.J. Watt. I mean, J.J. Watt is a 3-time NFL Defensive Player of the Year. He's a 5-time Pro Bowler. Like, this guy is amazing. 2-time NFL sacks leader. Like, he is just that dude. He's just that dude. He just made earlier this year was announced he made the 2010s All-Decade team. Like, we know J.J. Watt is a first ballot Hall of Famer. Like, we all know that. But my guy has, been with the Texans since he got drafted with the 11th overall pick in 2011 and hasn't won anything. They haven't won a championship. They make it to the playoffs. His second season, they went 12-4, but then a couple seasons after that, they go 2-14. And obviously, O'Brien was made some bad decisions. Number one, in letting DeAndre Hopkins go during this offseason to the Arizona Cardinals and gave Deshaun Watson zero help, but that's a whole other story that we could talk about in another video. I think I've actually already done a video about that. But J.J. Watt, obviously, he's been kind of vocal about his frustrations with his team, and earlier today, he basically was very honest about his future with the team and said that, he's going to do what the Texans have him do, but he's 31 years old and he wants to win a championship. He doesn't want to be a part of a rebuild. And I think he is 100% on, right on. You're 31 years old. Yes, he still has some decent playing time ahead of him, but he knows how the game works. We all know how the game works. I mean, 31 in and of itself is considered to be a grandpa in the league, especially at his position. So for a guy like that to just understand the situation and be like, listen, I gave y'all everything I got here in Houston. He's been big in the community. I remember Hurricane Harvey and how much he raised money for the city and helped rebuild the city literally on his with his two hands. He was literally out there in the streets helping with buildings and picking up trash, and on top of that, getting all this money donated for Hurricane Harvey. He did some great things. All the trucks that came in with baby diapers and water bottles and, canned foods and stuff like that. Like, he's huge in Houston, like that is, their little king over there. And I think he's given a lot. But I'm reminded of, the times of Tony Gonzalez and stuff who played, I believe, 17 seasons in the league, and mostly for the Chiefs and then for the Falcons. But 2013, which was the end of, then he would go on to have his last season, but the playoffs in January of 2006 and 13, he won his very first playoff game as a player after 16 seasons at that time, and then goes on to just play one more season, don't make the playoffs, and that's his career. Tony Gonzalez was great, 14-time Pro Bowler, great player. But he never got that feeling of like just postseason and like winning and like whatever the case is. Like, that's tough. That is tough. And I do not want that for JJ Watt. Like, I really want him. And yes, we've seen the Texans do some decent things, like I've been to, AFC championship games that they play in, just did it, couple seasons ago. What did they do? Oh, no, last year they were in the one right before the AFC championship, but the divisional round. And so, to have moments like that where, you have a team, they're a decent team. They've had good years, bad years, but they just can't get over the hump. And now what the Texans are talking about as far as, rebuilding and stuff, they let go of their coach in the first 6 games of the season, which doesn't really happen a lot in football. You don't really see a coach get cut or fired, should I say that, early on in a season. Usually it's maybe December, but usually they wait till Black Monday to do that. But the Texans are talking about a rebuild, and figuring that team out and whatever the case is. And JJ Watt shouldn't have to do that again. He should go to a team that's a Super Bowl contender and really see what he can do and see if he can win it, and not be in this dysfunctional situation that has been in Houston. I mean, I think all Houston teams have kind of struggled this last year, and that's just not a place he needs to be right now. I am for JJ Watt leaving. I don't think this is like a situation where it is like I can't win it here, so I'm going to go somewhere else and do it, like people talk about with Kevin Durant. I just really think it's football, and you don't want to go your whole entire career without, having that moment and stuff like that. And I think he deserves that moment. So I am rooting for you, JJ. Like, I hope you, he has 1 year left on his contract, which is worth $17.5 million. But, I mean, the Texans can just decide to part ways with him. They can trade him, whatever they want to do. But I think any other team would be so happy to have him on the team. Hopefully he gets put in position to actually win it. I mean, who knows? Maybe he gets sent to Tampa Bay like everybody else is right now. But yeah, I agree with JJ. I think it is time for him to move on. I don't think the fans of Houston would be feeling any type of way about it, honestly, because I feel like he has put in and he has done what he can for that place. And if they really do love JJ, they should want the best for him. And they know they can't provide that right now. So, but if you are a Texans fan, let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. Again, don't forget to like this video, click subscribe, join my Noti gang. Make sure you check out my Bovada code in the comments below in the description section. I will have a code for you guys. You guys can win some big money. Good luck on your bets this weekend. Good luck on your predictions this weekend. May you do better than I did last week. But thank you again so much for tuning in. Follow me on all social media at I am Britt Johnson, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.